Hey guys, what is up? It's Antonio. Welcome back to another episode here on Gladiator Disc Golf. Today for our disc review, we're looking at the Mint Mustang. If you're brand new to my channel, I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for coming and stopping by. Please make sure that you like, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. So today we're looking at the Mint Mustang. If you're unfamiliar with the Mint Disc Golf Company, they are a Austin, Texas disc golf company, and they have been slowly adding more and more molds, and in recent years they've added a lot more. They started out with just the Alpha, and they slowly started adding other discs as well, like the Bobcat, the Longhorn, the Bullet, and now the Mustang. So they're really getting close to having a very full lineup, or at least a full lineup. They are manufactured by MVP. So if you love MVP, Axiom, Streamline Plastic, and you want to support an even smaller company than some of those companies, then Mint might be a great option for you. But let's talk about the Mustang. So the Mustang is Mint's attempt at a straight mid-range. If you know the Bobcat and you've thrown the Bobcat, you know that it's a fairly overstable mid-range. In fact, on the disc, when you get the Apex or Eternal plastic, which are the premium plastics for Mint, you'll see that it's called a power mid-range. And that's because in order to throw a Bobcat straight and then fade at the end, you need to have some power. Otherwise, it's going to be very close to a meat hook out of your hands. The Mustang is not nearly as overstable. Let's look at the flight numbers and the disc profile. So Mint describes the Mustang as a straight flight mid-range that complements the overstable Bobcat that has classic go-to mid shape with a beadless rim, a concave wing, and a rounded shoulder. We can kind of see as we bring it a little closer here, the rim and edge and wing of the disc. So we see that it's not flat, it's a little bit more of a nose. It is a 5-speed, okay? And now we have a little bit of bend here in the wing. The flight numbers for the Mustang are 5-speed, 4 glide, 0 turn, and 2 fade. Those are pretty unique flight numbers for a disc that is said to be a straight flyer. And based on those numbers and the description that Mint gives this disc, I would say that they kind of intended to beat into a straight flyer, just solely based on these numbers. The reason why I say that is that the Mustang is said to have a 2 fade. Now, that doesn't mean that it's going to be a meat hook or anything like that. We see a lot of straight mids, like the Innova Rock, that has a 3 fade. But because it's a 4-speed, you can kind of counteract that fade with a little bit of high-speed stability. And I think that might be one of the things here with the Mint Mustang, is that it has some good high-speed stability. To be completely honest and transparent in this disc review, when I saw the Mustang and saw the flight numbers, well, before I heard about the flight numbers, I was really excited about the Mustang. Once I saw the flight numbers, I was a little concerned, okay? I throw the Bobcat as my overstable mid-range. The Bobcat is 5-speed, 4 glide, 0 turn, 2.5 fade, according to Mint. And they're now saying that the straight mid-range only has 2 fade. So I really was a little nervous going into it and saying, okay, is this really going to be a straight mid-range, okay? And we're talking, I've compared Royal Bobcats to Royal Mustangs, the base plastic. So I was a little concerned about that, but let's go ahead and let's see how it actually flies. Okay, so what you're seeing here is a straight flight out of the Mint Mustang. I yanked it a little bit here, but as you can see, this disc really holds a straight line until the very end of its flight. And it does have some fade at the end, but it's certainly not enough fade that you really need to worry about it being overstable. On this Anheuser line, you can see just how good of a utility mid-range this disc is. It held this Anheuser line perfectly. It didn't fight out of it. You would think that maybe with some 2 fade, it would fight out of it a little bit faster, but it held the line beautifully and it finished nice and flat. On hyzer, this disc is definitely overstable. This is really where the 2 fade kicks in. You can certainly see it doesn't really flip up. I threw it on a pretty steep hyzer angle, but I wanted to show you what this disc can do. Obviously, between a flat and a hyzer throw, you will be able to get some hyzer flip out of it, especially for you power throwers out there. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed that disc review. The Mint Mustang is certainly a unique disc. I really like it a lot. It feels great in the hand. It flies pretty well, honestly. It holds every line you put it on without fighting out with too much stability. That's all I have for you today, guys. I hope you found this review helpful. Let me know what you think about the Mint Mustang and whether or not you bag it. And if you don't bag it, what you have in this slot. Alrighty guys, until next time, have a great round.